I'm Celia Kadravicius in a special edition of Win a Night with Sammy from one of the many rooms of his Beverly Hills mansion. He told us about his jaw operation this morning. He'll be able to shout desperately so the people in the outfield can listen to him better. He knows how hard it is to be in the outfield with hearing aids, not because he ever had to use them. He had relatives who did wear hearing aids around 8 years ago. We have to think, well, I can't stand up, not from this chair. This chair is too thick for me to fit on, and I can't stand up and say, "Thank you, Sammy, for doing all this for our baseball club." How are you feeling this morning after you saw yourself?
Very excited. Really outstanding to help my old baseball club. And thank you to all my
Let's
fans.
stop with the jingles all the way. I'm going to ask you a question now, Sammy. And now, Sammy will talk with us. Thank you for your patience with us, Sammy. When did your baseball career start?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to ask me another type of question. Because that question everybody knows that I felt this asymmetrical pain on the junction of my neck and my shoulder. So I said, Sammy, you can't stand here doing nothing. I couldn't stand the pain. And suddenly I grabbed my jaw and ripped it out of my face. That is how it started. And the operation is how it ended. But the operation itself, cats, is a whole other chapter.
Can you tell us about that chapter, Sammy?
Oh, sure. At that hospital, I had more fun than at Mount Sinai. They really understand my questions.
Good morning,
Answered them really comfortably.
Sammy, I'm Joseph Fisher, the paleontologist, and this is my assistant, Dick. We have to take some readings of your jaw now, and if you don't mind, I'll place this ruler next to it for the records. Okay. Okay, Dick. Now take a normal reading.
The nurse didn't want to come into my room.
You know, Mr. Davis, I will be obliged to add the extra fee for bad smell to your account. Good morning, Sammy.
My friend Donna arrived with a pack of new briefs that would make the nurse avoid the smell fee.
Joey told me that the ones you have on now are very brown and already used several times in the same afternoon and many more times in a year. So, let's see. Come on, Sammy, we're going to get you into some new anatomic briefs.
There was something strange happening between the nurse and Donna. The nurse went to the bathroom and left the door open so that we all could see how she took off her panties. I mean her old panties.
Burt Reynolds called for you from Tucson, Mr. Davis. He said he was taking care of an easy flux. Very just measured flux of diarrhea. My panties smell too.
I understand. Then there was a call from somebody who played a trumpet for me, and Frank Sinatra at the OMS, the Orlando Music Symposium. Oh, sponsored by Sewell. That was Sue Mary Pemberton, an unknown queen of the trumpet world. Well, that night we reserved 3 suites at the Omni in Orlando with her and Frank, and had a bottle of JB in each room of each of the 3 suites.
But before that, Sammy wanted to give special thanks to all the people concerned with the hospital that gave him this whole operation for free, and only for one bonus entrance to Win a Night with Sammy.
After that scene, we decided the operation couldn't wait any longer and took Sammy to the operating room.
sentence from the report of Dr. Toast, a personal friend of the family.
Okay, Sammy, are you ready?
Yippee!
Oh, I'm already embarrassed from before.
Sammy wasn't able to talk well because he already had several injections to calm him down.
Meanwhile, Joey, his nephew, came into the hospital, and we decided it would be a good idea to let Joey see Sammy before any other touch in his future jaw operation.
Yeah, you look great.
Joey was a nice guy. He brought Sammy some donuts, but Sammy wasn't really hungry. But he still ate one because he loved Joey a lot, and the only problem was Sammy didn't have a glass of water to drink. He had to shove the whole donut to the whole jaw and infected the thing, so he had to wait a day to continue. He started losing consciousness.
Joey, the honey dip will infect my throat.
Yes.
And I need a glass of water every once in a while. I need these kinds of things, Joey. You are my nephew. You ain't no strangers. No thanks. Thank you very much, sir, but no.
What's your uncle saying, Joey?
I don't know. He's making a stew of his memories.
Are you coming home for dinner tomorrow afternoon? Because I asked Sally to have a word with us, and I wanted you to come so that you can control the place, put Sammy Jr. to bed for him to rest, for him to sleep a little bit, so we can all three kiss each other on the cheek and pray out loud for Sammy. Although we know we all gotta be very alright, Sammy would be more handsome than everybody else.
Yes, Donna. Please go home. Sammy is getting very nervous, and I wanted to have a word with him. Hey, but listen, but after all this, we can go to the state of Missouri and have a vacation or something, you know?
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
But you know how much I love a donut, and I thought it would be a great idea for me to bring some, and everybody could have a bite or two, so that we all could be together in this.
It was really very kind of you, and really thank you so much for coming. The only problem was that all my bruises got infected quite a lot, and I don't know if I will be able to continue breathing.
Don't worry, Sammy. I'll be here with you until then. And for making the night a little easier, we'll sing a few tunes together, and we'll play poker with Frank.
Thank you very much for doing this to me. I'll try to sleep.
Night, Sammy.
Good morning, Sammy.
Hey, doctor. Do you think a big jaw would be better in my case, huh?
Well, you certainly need a bigger jaw to connect your voice and not suffer from cacula. It's a simple operation. You won't feel anything. But for 1 year, you can't eat popcorn in the movies because it will get infected again. Your skin will stretch quite a lot, so you will have very little skin left for another operation, just in case this one gets infected again.
It won't happen. I promise. I haven't urinated for 3 days now. Can I go to the toilet before the operation?
Of course. Belinda, will you please help Mr. Davis Jr. to the bathroom?
Then he'd lightly touch down.
Well, I don't want to urinate on my new briefs Donna gave me.
First, we'll take your jaw and put it in a big jar, so the student from St. Salch's school can look at it and give her a little kiss of goodbye. Of course, he wanted to take it back to school to look at every day before entering classes, but I said no and told the pupil that when they got out, there would be some coffee and donuts and stickers and shirts that they all could buy for one miserable penny to a donation to the army. His last rehearsal with his own jaw was. Except the donuts were free because Joey left them there the other night. He pinned a little note that said, "Please take one and don't leave crumbs on the admittance desk." After this, we will insert another jaw. We can't tell you who of all your fans you have in the world gave it to you. He asked to remain anonymous. Then we'll sew it up with some string and rope, but you'll have to wait 1 or 2 years until we can take the ropes out of your jaw and see any result.
Talked of life. Talked of life.
But meanwhile, if you can't sing, you can make flowers with your toes in Florida, and you'll remain very popular while people buy flowers in order to help you earn a decent living.
That'll be fine, Doc. I was really looking forward to having a big change in my life for a year or two, and then come back. Do you mind if I have a Dr. Pepper now? I like to get stuck in my throat when it's very hot and almost with no gas, because the gases make me fart once in a while. And if I fart, the nurse will fart too. Put it by the window to heat up. Would you do that for me? Thanks.
Okay, Sammy. But make that your last wish, because I have to sew your new jaw back, and then I have to play a game of cards with Dick and the guys from the lab. You know Dick, the photographer? Well, he plowed my yard and picked up a lot of acorns, so, if you don't mind, I'd like to give him the clue to the, Win a Night with Sammy contest. You know, so he can win the trip.
Oh, I don't know if that is right for me to do, because in first place, I really don't know if my jaw could resist telling you the clue. And in second place, that would be cheating. But anyway, I'll tell it to you. Listen carefully. Eeny, meeny, bitchy. Bitcho ani titi. Salchi pumph, pumph, umph, said Phil Collins.
I'm planning on playing some Foursquare tomorrow, and I have to fix my ball because it's punctured. Oh, by the way, did you like the operation?
Man, I'm really pleased. My jaw and its whole connection with the spine and neck are feeling real comfortable. Cats? Hey, but going back to Foot Square, Joey knows a very good store where he got his fixed.
I'll talk to Joey if you promise to go to sleep now.
Oh, sure, Doctor. Anyway, I'm very tired, and I think my skin is beginning to stretch quite a lot.
How is he, Dr. Toast?
He's fine. His skin is stretching a little bit faster than we expected, but there's really no problem. Belinda is maintaining ice on his jaw 24 hours a day, and when he's able to stand, we're going to ask you to make sure that he sticks his head in an ice box, you know, just in case. By the way, where did you get your Foursquare ball fixed? Sammy told me all about it.
Yes. A marvelous place. They even gave me a catalog of uses and care of your favorite Foursquare ball. It's called Tudo Doritos. Ask for Mr. Dorito, and he'll tell you all you need to know about Foursquare. And if you have the time, new games. Listen, you gotta give him a tip, because he's saving to visit his relatives in Minnesota, and he ain't earning enough from his job because of the latest computerized Foursquare improvements.
Yes, I've used those myself, but I prefer the old ones. It's another feeling. It totally changes my game. I don't find it as refreshing.
I understand you very well, Doctor. But listen, don't worry. This man will make you play like you used to. And you can still have fun in the years to come. Yet in the league.
Hi, I was wondering if you could fix my ball, please.
Oh, certainly. Have a seat.
Well, actually, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I just got finished operating on Sammy Davis Jr.'s jaw and would like to take a look at it while he sleeps.
In that case, why don't you borrow mine until tomorrow? Or just keep it if you give me an autograph.
I'd appreciate that very much. Why don't you stop by my office anytime you can and pick up the autograph and also a copy of my best-selling book, Jaws. Oh, here's a ticket to the Win a Night with Sammy contest.
I can't find words to tell you how merciful you've been. And you don't know how I'm going to celebrate with my family.
I was planning on giving the clue to the contest to Dick of the Acorns, but I'll give it to you if you promise to fix my ball for free. Here, write this down. Ini mici vici bici vicio ani titi salci pumph pumph umph, said Phil Collins. I really have to go. I've got to get back to the hospital.
Goodbye, Dr. Toast.
and knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you. In worn-out shoes, silver hair, ragged shirt, baggy pants, he would do the old soft shoe. He could jump so high, he could jump this high, and then he'd lightly touch down